starting?
Right now.
Oh, God damn it. You get me every time. I'm always saying something dirty. And then it's all like, it's fine. We'll trim that off. And then we never do. We leave the foreskin.
One of these times we're going to get that racist, Dusty.
That's
what we're shooting for.
I'm not, though, so you never will. So, yeah, this is Tales from the Funbox podcast.
Episode 9.
Niner. Did I hear a niner?
Niner.
I'm Dusty Deal. I'm using my full name, so I do want you to follow me on any sorts of platforms I might be to catch my comedy when I'm comedying it up in the future.
Yeah.
Because this will be released roughly by the time my comedy career is fully launched. 2027, we're doing this? Is when this is going to be out next? Next one's out?
That's what it takes.
5 years from now. Yeah, sorry, who are you guys?
I'm going to be in a
I'm
place.
Rusty.
That's Russell, yeah.
Wallace.
Yep.
Oh,
And
I'm
yeah,
confused
trying to
say
use
my
real
full name.
names.
we're in a closet,
We are in a closet.
aka the Funbox. And yeah, we're going to do a little podcasting today. It's been a hot minute since we did, and yeah, you'll get what you fucking get. As per usual, if you've listened before, if you're new, well, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe watch the one on YouTube with the video games, because I enjoyed that.
Yeah,
that's
And
That was fun.
it was a fun one, and I liked watching it also. So, I mean, that's
We gotta
probably
do that
better.
again.
Better than...
Yeah. Better
Okay,
than
so you
this,
were telling us
basically what we're
stories
trying
right
to
before we
say.
started this about
About how my dad
when your family was
He's
wealthy.
not bitter about losing millions of dollars. Yeah, well, it's, fuck. So I grew up kind of in a small town called Hinton, Alberta. My old man had a company there with a couple of his friends running heavy equipment. And I was just telling these folks that, it was kind of a fucky town, and there was lots of drugs and gangs. And my mom was like, nope, we're moving, and there's no what ifs, ands, or buts. You're coming with us, or you're losing everything. And he's like, fuck. Okay, so he had to sell his shares of the company. And they're worth millions of dollars now, both him and his friends. So he's not bitter at all right now for having lost all of that. I'm sure. I'm sure he loves us so much.
Yeah. Yeah, he's also happy with how you turned out.
Yeah.
It was a wise
that too.
investment.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he does a little radio show from his closet once or twice a year, I guess. That's what he's been up to. No, that's cool.
Oh, I'd never try
That's
to
nice that
explain
your
a
old man
podcast
gave
like
up a potential kingdom to save you from being currency in a gang.
Right? Good guy. Hey?
Yep. No,
Good guy.
hey, fucking, parents are out there sometimes doing things right,
Yeah.
They're not always just fucking up, I think. I don't know. It's not been my experience.
What
I
about
guess, but-
me,
Yeah.
Dad?
Yeah. No, you've been treated fine. I don't know. I feel like maybe more abuse should have been hurled your way at a younger age. Actually, point you in some right directions.
Oh, me and my cousin were
What
actually
am I talking about in
about
the same
that.
closet? Sorry?
Well, just because, he was never allowed to hit us at any point in time, but I wonder if he ever felt that maybe it was fucking necessary.
Oh, your dad
I'm
never
sure
ever once hit you?
Never once hit me, and I'm sure
Yep.
that's an opposite story for a
Probably
lot
should've.
of people, but it's like, yeah, he probably fucking should have, because I don't know, probably
Yeah, there's
Well, you've
certain,
been spanked.
certain
Everybody's been
resiliency that's
But
I shouldn't say,
kicked and punched, that's it really builds character.
he never,
Yeah.
he never
Calluses.
beats you.
Dragged you around behind anything. Yeah.
but I just wonder,
Lynched.
yeah, I don't know. Is it an effective parenting technique? Is it something we should
Well, it
have
depends
got
what
rid
you're
of?
trying to get, I guess.
I
I
suppose.
don't think you'd ever murder anybody, but I also don't think you'd change a tire if you had to. So I mean, you're
I've changed tires.
you're not a psycho, but you're just not useful. So, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, Ross, not cosmically speaking, you're useless. Is what I mean.
Yep.
Oh, so all of it.
Yeah, no. Just in the spectrum of all things that matter, you aren't on it. But,
He's not
Thanks,
on.
man.
He's not on any kind of
yeah.
spectrum.
Hey, well, no, he's on the spectrum.
Oh,
but he's
yeah,
not
yeah.
on, of things that matter.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But enough about me.
Yeah. Oh no, hold on. We got 45 minutes of this.
Yeah. There's a lot more time.
Hold on to your
Damn
ass,
it.
Rollins.
I'm just trying
Yeah.
to divert laser beams.
Yeah.
Sweating.
What's hot in the news right now?
Mm.
I think I'm legitimately the only one of the three of us that pays attention. I'm like, and you don't want that.
I watch some news things.
You don't want the
I read
next
news,
hour of me ranting
I
about
read news
fucking
stuff every day. I
what's
just
really
don't
going
care to
on.
talk about
Yes,
most
I
of it.
do.
Yeah,
I did have
no,
an
fair enough.
interesting bathroom thought earlier today. Though.
Oh, do tell.
Yeah, I was thinking, well, okay, what if Wolverine's, instead of adamantium, right? Maybe his skeleton was made in China, with Chinesium, or
Yep.
something like that. A soft metal that just breaks and bends very easily.
Yeah.
I thought that would be hilarious. You know,
Yeah.
just tries to cut a piece of paper and
it'd be
chips
if
his
it's
claw.
Chinesium, like it would probably work about the same, but it's gonna give him cancer.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
that would
like
do too. Yeah.
it's gonna poison him in some way, maybe turn him crazy or infertile.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know Wolverine does like slanging dick, as they say, so that's gonna be.
Hanging wiener.
I guess as long as he's infertile, that's probably fine. It just needs it functioning. But if I know Chinesium, it's going to
Hooking
make it not
hands,
functioning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My Chinesium experience is, generally speaking, this is the imaginary metal we're talking about.
Yeah.
It made my wiener not work.
Wait, what?
Sir, were you saying, Chris, in your Bounty Hunter t-shirt?
Huh? Whoa, this fucking old thing.
I'm not
Glad you
commenting on it.
noticed.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty cool, actually. He's got a Boba
That's actually,
Fett blouse on.
that's my favorite artist, actually. I can't talk about that a little bit. This guy's pretty sweet. He runs
Hey, you know what? If you're into this, I'd keep it out of the mic, too. That's good.
Yeah.
There we go. Yep,
Keep
I'll
moving
get
it away from you, like yeah.
I'm not one to judge, but sorry.
Whoa.
Who's this
Hey.
guy? Yeah.
He's I draw a lot of influence from him. This guy's fucking sweet.
What's his name?
Beast Pop.
Pop.
I don't remember his actual name, but it goes to show how much of a fan I am, I
Yep.
suppose. But I do love his work,
Deep love for.
and I do know his company, Beast
Beast
Pop and Beast Rec. There's two.
Okay.
He's fucking pretty rad. He goes to a lot of like horror conventions and draws a bunch of art, like.
Is that the
just fan
bulk of it?
stuff.
Is it doing blouses, or does he do like comic books and shit?
Yeah, no, he just does kind of like posters and blouses.
Cool.
That's his thing,
Screen
yeah.
print style art.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that does
I
look
think he's
screen
screen
printed to me. I don't know. if
Yeah,
it is
oh
or
yeah,
not,
this is
but-
screen printed. I think he actually prints them himself too. Pretty sure.
Cool.
I can't confirm that because I'm.
So that might have been touched by Mr. Beastmaster.
That might have been, yeah.
Is that what his name is, Beastmaster?
Beast Man.
You guys ever watched
Beastie
that
Man,
movie,
yeah.
The Beastmaster?
Yes.
It wasn't
yeah,
good?
I've watched it a couple times.
I'm
yeah.
bad with names. Which one's that? I probably have.
That's.
It was kind of like a Conan the Barbarian kind of
Yeah.
fucking thing. But
Oh, okay, yeah, I
Full
know
animals
exactly what you're
or
talking
and was it a TV show or was it a
I
movie?
think it was just a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Maybe,
movie.
maybe there was a TV
we
show that
just
was
watched that
similar
like
to
last
that.
year.
We did, yeah. It was wasn't it on Space Odyssey? Isn't that where we watched it?
I think you're thinking of.
Or not
good
Space
Odyssey.
Odyssey.
Yeah, you're thinking of
Mystery Theater
Mystery
3000, not
Mystery
Space
Science
Odyssey.
Theater 3000.
Mystery
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it
Science
was on there.
Odyssey
Yeah.
900.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's not a great movie.
No,
at all.
No,
I mean,
it's one of the worst.
It's entertaining.
Quick rundown of other movies that are terrible from a similar era. You guys ever see any of the movies the Barbarian Brothers ran?
No?
There was one actually called, I believe, the Barbarian Brothers or the Barbarians, and they were like for like a hot minute. I think they were like pro wrestlers or something, and they were twins, and they were all like all juiced up.
Oh, fuck. I
And
like
they
this
had
already.
they had a movie where I can't remember what the fuck it was called, something dumb like Double Trouble or whatever. But I think that was the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie where he played his own twin brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Double Take, isn't it?
No.
Oh, I thought it was called Double
I don't know.
I don't know.
Something
Could be.
dumb like that, though. Anyways,
Double something.
this thing's similar, except they're
deuce.
actually twins, so they were able to play opposite each other. One's a cop and one's a cat burglar. It's amazing. And the guy's cat burglar.
so
he's,
they're
he's
like
literally 300 pounds.
Do they know they're brothers? Or they?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I
yeah.
thought it was like one of those like fucking
Separated
get
at birth
shorty
kind of
things where they're
situations.
Separated at birth.
You know what? I think there was one of their movies was like that. 'Cause-
Okay.
Oh, no, you know, what? The Barbarian Brothers. That's what it was because they were separated, and then they find each other. And he's like, "Why do you got my face?" Which is one of the stupidest lines in a movie because like. He's living in barbarian times. He's not looking in mirrors and shit. Like,
Yeah.
how is he going to be like,
How does he
hey,
know?
weird that you look just like me, even though I've honestly never had a really solid look at myself ever once in my entire existence.
There's water, the reflections.
Oh, yeah, you're sure. Yeah, you got lots of
right?
standing water. He's sitting there staring at himself while being a
yeah.
barbarian slave.
Oh, yeah.
Stares at himself. with
Vanity
a
was a
sword.
very popular thing about the barbarian slaves.
Yeah, they're only
Constantly staring at himself.
Yeah,
You're-
barbarian slaves known for their vanity.
Nope, never seen these old timey movies. I gotta watch more shitty flicks.
Old
though.
timey movie, yeah.
my God.
Yeah, anything circa 1990 you're going to definitely want to get into. No, I've been watching one of them fucking reaction show things on the YouTube where it's so bad it's good, I think it is.
Yeah.
Watching old movies, like not old movies, but you know, movies of that ilk. A lot of I got into them because they were watching a bunch of Seagal movies, and it's like, well, fuck, I've seen all of these. I want to hear their commentary on them also. And yeah, they're still terrible. Every fucking one of those movies.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're awesome in the ways they're awesome. Also, like watching Steven Seagal beat a bunch of guys mercilessly with a pool ball inside of a towel is just fantastic.
I remember that.
Yep.
Right on. This old Steven Seagal. He's like the Jason Voorhees of the fucking action movie genre. The
Oh, and he's like a Russian spy now or something. Like he's like a fucking he's like some sort of Putin proxy now. Like he just lost it.
I'm surprised he hasn't formed a cult around himself.
Yeah.
yet.
Why isn't there? Hold on. Is this how we spend the next 40 minutes? Is deciding,
Starting up that Steven Seagal
well,
cult?
let's
About
wait-
damn time. That's
let's weigh
why
the
I
pros and
started this
cons.
podcast.
Let's weigh the pros and cons. I mean, I think one of the tenets of there's got to be two things that are very distinctive of Steven Seagal physically. First off, obviously, that pony. So you gotta get a pony, and his incredible streamlined athletic run.
Yeah.
The windmilling arms, just the lower part of the arm windmilling, while the legs flail akimbo, is that's like part of our fucking ceremony. You know what I mean? Like you have to perfect
his
that.
power to not touch anyone but throw them across the room.
Yeah.
Just
That's
with
by
the
the
wave
power
of his hand.
you get to at the top of the pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
Because it's also a pyramid scheme. There's multi levels to this marketing scheme.
It's not a pyramid scheme. It's a funnel.
Yeah. Flip it upside down.
If it's a cult, it's one of those. Why else are we doing it? 'Cause I'm not trying to fuck a bunch of dudes that look like Steven Seagal. That doesn't work for me.
Have I brought this up? Jared Leto has a cult around him. Have I told you
Does he
this?
really have a cult, or is it just like one of them? Like we have Like is it like
It's just a super fan group.
Yeah.
And he rents out this island
Yep.
every fucking year, and it's not a concert. It's not like a festival.
Yep.
They just go there and hang out with Jared Leto. Thousands of them. He just fucking props himself up on a throne.
yeah?
I don't know what they do all day. They just fucking look at him, I
He's
guess.
probably just got like buckets of Lipsil or something beside him. And he's like, no, the cocksucks don't stop this weekend. I always look forward to this one. Again, what's
Where's all
also the
that
point of
petroleum jelly on
having
this
a fucking cult if that isn't it?
Yeah.
So that makes sense, I guess. He's probably fucking all those people. But even that's not really culty if you're just renting it like once a year and you're like, no, you guys are all gonna go home after this. I mean,
I feel
it's
like they know what they're getting.
That's like a cult light. It's like a B&B, but for cults. Like you just. That'd be kind of dope, actually. Hey, you can go in the countryside and you can just like, no, you can just live in this cult for the weekend, and you're just like, you know, and at the end of it, you're like, well, you can stay if you want, you know what I mean? Like it's a cult, we're still doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like this? You like
just
picking
wanna
grapes
try
and
it.
shit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
It's
watched
not quite Midsummer. Don't worry. You ever seen that fucking movie?
No, but I know of.
That's the most depressing movie I have ever fucking seen.
Yeah.
But it's actually pretty good. There's definitely some fucking great moments in that flick, so I recommend it. But it is fucking, really, really depressing.
Is there any escape? Do they escape, or is it just like, no, you don't escape?
Do you want me to root it for you?
I give a shit.
Yeah, absolutely nobody makes it.
Yeah, there you go. Classic. Is it European?
Yes.
Okay, this is all making more sense to me. I like European movies because of that. Because there's lots of times you get to the ass end of it and you're like, that was very unsatisfying.
So there's this one?
There is no resolution that makes me happy with this fucking a nightmare.
It's really fucked up because they're in this really nice meadow and they look like a really nice cult. But then like they have this weird ritual where like when they get super old, they have to kill themselves to pass on to the next thing. So they go to the top of this cliff, and at this part of the thing, these kids are just here to research this cult.
Yeah.
They don't know much about it, and then this fucking old guy just drops right in front of him to his death on these rocks. But he doesn't die. His face is all caved in, but he's not dead yet. So this other old guy comes over with a big hammer, and he's like, boop.
Yep.
Fucking crushes his skull, and they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then it gets dark from there.
And they're like, oh, yeah. Dark.
After
That's how we
dark.
get
Well, they
here.
try to justify it. It's like, this is how our culture is. You don't understand. They try to get him on board with it, and they're like, no, that's fucked up. We gotta go.
Just smash one head with the big hammer and then tell me you're not on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But somehow they talk him back to the table to go eat later. And it just goes on from there. You don't know. Actually, as a viewer, they kind of set it up in a way where it's like, well, fuck, like they should obviously go. Yeah. If you're in that situation, you should leave as soon as that happens.
Mm-hmm.
But they
you drive
somehow,
on the flat for the next farmhouse or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
they're like, fuck, I guess we'll just stay for dinner and then maybe go. It's
Yeah.
like, no, you should just go. You should
linger
just
a
go.
minute longer. Sure, I'll drink this odd tea you've just given
that's
me.
exactly what happens. They
Yeah,
jump
I've been there, man. I don't know. I'm just saying. I've not seen this movie, but that was. Oh God damn it!
It's great, but yeah, all the opening.
I love this.
I'm not gonna
fucking
ruin it
song.
anymore. It's so good.
Yeah.
Actually.
No, that's good. I was remembering something else I'd seen that like had a similarly dissatisfying ending, where you're kind of like, well, there's no resolution with this either, and like nothing. Nothing was ever good. There's no good guy in any of it. I can't remember if it was called Under the Skin, but it was.
That one with
where she
Scarlett
plays
Johansson?
Scarlett Johansson plays that fucking
That's
alien.
Under the Skin. Yeah.
Man, that was a twisty fucking one, man. When I don't know if I've talked about this on the podcast before, but like that scene where that whole family drowns trying to save the dog, And then she's sitting on the beach. Like, she goes to the beach and she's just like kind of like enjoying it, just like watching this family. And the dog's out in the water chasing this fucking ball, and it starts to fucking drown. So, like, I can't remember if it was the husband or the wife. One of them goes out there to save the dog. Well, then they start fucking drowning. So then the other one goes out to save them. All three drown. The dog drowns, the two adults drown, and leaves like a baby, like an infant ass baby, on the beach.
Just chilling, watching the whole
And it's
thing.
just sitting there, just watching it, has no idea, right? And she's sitting there watching this whole thing unfold. Scarlett Johansson doesn't go and help them or nothing, right? And then she just fucking gets up and leaves.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, okay, that baby's just there by its fucking self, sitting on the shore while its family's all dead. That's kind of fucked. Well, then some shit happens. It comes back a little bit later, and her handler, that guy on the motorcycle, he comes wheeling on out to the beach, and I was slightly relieved even, because I was like, because he comes back and the baby's crying, and you're like, oh, the baby's alive. He's gonna grab the baby. It's some sort of cleanup thing, right?
I bet.
He walks right up to it, reaches down, picks up the jacket that she'd left sitting beside
And
it,
then walks off.
shakes it off, and then walks off and leaves. And leaves the baby there crying, hey? And it's just like the most gut-wrenching fucking thing. Cause you're just like, save that fucking kid already! Oh, man. Yeah. That and the end of the movie, I think it was called Alpha Dog, where it was based on a true story about those like kids from like Orange County that were kind of like playing gangster for a bit, and they end up taking the one kid's brother hostage because of a drug debt, but it was over a couple $100 for the weed or some bullshit, right? Yeah. Nothing major. And then they end up killing the brother at the end, and it's like based on a true story and shit. But that final scene in that, not the final scene, I guess, but the scene where they kill the kid, like you even still feel that, like, right up to the brink of it, that they're not going to kill him, because it's all been to scare him, to make him think it's going to happen, to convince his brother, if they get a hold of him, that this is actually going down. Yeah. Make him dig a grave, all this kind of shit.
Hope all the way up to the
and then
end. Yeah.
he fucking brains him with the shovel, and then shoots him with a fucking Mac 10 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And it was just like, yeah, man, it was one of those things that you fought happening the whole time. You're building up to, like, they're not going to kill this kid, they're not going to kill this kid, they're not going to kill this kid. They spent like 2 or 3 days together becoming friends. They're not going to do it, they're not going to do it. And you even know, because it's based on a true story, it's the Titanic.
Yeah.
Boat's going to fucking sink. You know what I mean? Like, no point but this, the whole time, like, but maybe not.
It's real life,
and then you're just like, fuck. And it was brutal. The first time I watched it, I was just like, wow. Yeah. And then what's her fucking name? Sharon Stone plays the mother, and she has like a kind of a little soliloquy kind of monologue at the end of it, as the mother, like, breaking down and shit. And it's real powerful too, because you're just like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. But
well, we're fucking conditioned to get the happy ending nowadays, you know
yeah,
what I mean?
Right?
Fucking
there's
everything.
Oh
yeah, it's gonna be great.
Who's the good guy? Who's the bad guy?
So now we're just set up to get knocked right the fuck down.
Yes. Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah, I'm not. And it's so, you see those end credits roll, and it's just like, hold on.
No, there's more.
He's dead? That's life, though, you assholes. I didn't come to watch this to have life happen to me. That's what life does. It gives you no good options. Everything's fucked. And at the end of it, it's like, no, that's just how it is. Fuck you. You know, I want release and removal from that by watching these fucking shows, you know, like, yeah.
So here's the thing: are they good movies? Did you like it?
Oh, I enjoyed the shit out of them.
Yeah,
I recommend it to anybody, because it's like, it's such a, I guess it's probably the same reason that people like horror movies and shit. Like,
I guess so.
If you're not exposed to a bunch of gnarly stuff, you kind of crave it and get close to it. It's kind of a good way to get to that feeling of like absolute loss,
but not actually
having someone in your family die.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, it's like
reason,
as close as you can get.
Yeah, it's the same fucking reason we watch documentaries about serial killers. We just want to get to that fucking point to understand that shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I can figure out how I could outsmart the cops, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, that's informative murder porn.
Yeah, it's informative murder porn, baby.
No, I don't know. There's just something about exploring that darkness without getting to it, I suppose, yourself.
Yeah.
It's not the same, though.
Well, see, to me, it's like that emotional kind of shit. Like, I mean, it wasn't gnarly to leave the baby behind, but what I know is going to happen, how that kid just sits there and starves over the next couple days, and then seagulls pick at it, and it's not dead, and you're just like, fuck!
Yeah, because I've seen that movie, and now I vaguely remember that scene. It's like a very secluded beach.
Yep.
Like, there's no one going to be there for weeks.
Yep.
So the baby's, Yeah.
So you play all the rest of that out.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that was a dark one. But the alien gets the shit kicked out of her at the end, so that's kind of. But it was really sad though.
No, it was fucked. It was like you still felt sympathy for her during it because he was a monster.
Yeah.
You know, the guy burning her and shit. You're just like, what the fuck?
Because he's torturing her. That's right.
Well, he was trying to rape her, and then she fucking her skin
fuck.
tears mid-rape, and it's like,
my.
oh, I better.
Oh,
burn
that's
this.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, what? Who do you cheer for in that? Who do you cheer for? Fuck.
The torn skin.
I'm like the editor to cut this out so I could have a shorter movie that didn't scare me so badly. Well, she got back on the ship and left, I guess. Who fucking knows?
Yeah, because I guess he had blamed the alien because that's just how she is, I suppose. Is that the...
I don't even know.
Yeah.
It's like it seemed like she was a tool for a bigger entity. You know what I mean? It was almost like she was an extension of something other than her own will even driving this, because it was like it was feeding some other thing that wasn't her. You know what I mean? Like, I don't fucking again.
The only part I remember that
worth
movie
another
was
watch,
the
but
guy
you'd
with
be disappointed.
elephantitis that she fucking produced.
Little tripod there.
I just remember that part.
Oh, no.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Of course you do. Oh boy.
Never seen a bigger wiener on camera, and so of course that's what he remembered. Yeah, a fair bit of frontal nudity in that one also. So depends how you feel about that. You're uncomfortable.
Male or female?
Maybe that's the
frontal
point.
nudity?
Both.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. That's
Well,
gonna
I
be
watched a
elephantitis,
good new interview with Maynard James Keenan.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Very good interview. It's by that Rick Beato guy on YouTube.
I know.
Yeah. He's
Music
like,
guy.
Yeah, well,
what
he's
you're talking
a
about.
producer. He's
Big producer of
He's a
music.
musician.
Oh, okay.
He's been doing it forever, and he knows his shit. He makes a lot of technical videos. He's got that series on YouTube called "What Makes This Song Great," where he analyzes,
he breaks it down like fucking down to the
great
music
songs.
theory of it. It's pretty
Yeah,
neat.
but
That'd be
he
good. He
just
takes
started doing interviews. No, he just started doing interviews, and he got him, which is
Cool.
he doesn't do interviews with
Interesting
most
come out
people.
of that?
When are we coming on?
Very, very.
Right.
It was probably the best interview with Maynard James Keenan ever, because it's a musician interviewing a musician instead of
Who the fuck's
So where do you get your inspiration?
Yeah, exactly. It's
Like,
not
do
the
you
same-
spend a lot of time in the country
same
when you
questions.
write, or
Yeah,
do you like to
that's-
spend it in your lawn?
Well, there is a little talk about the country because he goes to one of his vineyards because he owns a winery as well in Arizona. So and that's where he interviewed. It was pretty sweet. So there's a little talk about that and how his music and creativity and everything in the process of creating music, you can kind of relate that to making wine.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's pretty sweet. But it's it's really cool.
He's kind of
you learn,
homies with
you
a
learn
lot of these
you
guys
learn a
too,
lot
right?
more in that 1 hour interview than any other previous interview with him. Really.
Gets the rest seal of approval.
About all three of his bands. So yeah.
He's kind of homies with everyone he talks to too, right? Like
Rick
Was
Beato
it Perfect
or-
Circle
yeah.
one of his bands?
He knows
Yeah, that was
everybody.
his second band, and Pussifer's his newest one. And Tool being the first one.
I just find he's like has some story of like hanging out with all these guys he fucking like.
Who, Rick
interviews.
Beato?
Yeah, Rick Beato. He just
Oh yeah,
knows them
he's
really
been
well.
in the
He's not
music
just
business for
interviewing
fucking
some guy
billion years, right?
that he
So-
admires. He's like, oh, I saw you last Sunday. We went to that show. We hung out. What'd you think of it? He's always got stories with him. So
Yeah.
he's around.
Well, you think about it, man. Like, I would assume that, like, well, I guess not necessarily if he's flying out to Arizona to go see him or whatever for his fucking
That
thing.
was a special
But
thing,
I would
I
think
think.
lots of these people would, like, geographically be near enough to each other that it would be like
In the
being
States,
scene
sure.
in Saskatoon. You know what I mean? You're like, well, you know, so and so. Well, I'll go to the same fucking club and run into each other and.
This guy's been
you
a
know, or
big time
whatever.
producer, done on a lot of big records in the States and shit. So he knows a lot of famous people.
Yep.
Pretty
Just
cool.
even hanging out wise. You know what I mean? You know lots of people you work with, but it isn't like you're hanging.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But if you're all living in a similar area and you work together, and you're like, oh, what the fuck? I didn't know your kid was into motocross.
Yeah. Well, everyone's kind of in that whole California scene, I suppose, or at least a good chunk of them.
I'm glad we're in the middle. No influences, no influence.
Yeah.
Right?
Vagabonds.
No
to the
control
end.
over us. We have no control over anyone else.
Under the influence.
Yeah, well, pretty stoned. Really either here or there.
Fuck, my cousin.
Oh, no, buddy.
Rewind.
I went on the road with my cousin again, and he wasn't high this whole time. And fuck, was he just on it? Like, fuck, maybe it was just because I was smoking weed that I couldn't fucking stay on board all the time. Because usually I have to remind him of shit.
Yep.
But boy, was he sharp this time, and it was kind of annoying. I'm just used to fucking like, maybe we should do this, maybe we should do that. He's like, shut the fuck up. I know what I'm on. I'm not high.
Yeah, you're also not any fun, Ryan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's why they say not to do shit like that.
Yeah.
But who are they?
Who are
People with
they?
careers, families, homes, no crippling debt. Fuck them. Oh, what else is good, my dudes? Oh, I went to a show a little while ago.
We did.
Did you?
Well,
But,
he didn't go.
Oh yeah, you weren't there.
Yeah, I was there.
The rest of us were though.
I was there, yeah.
rest of the band, because Sean was there too, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Really?
We watched some fucking.
You guys going to shows without me?
Told you about it.
What the fuck?
Who we going to
You
see again?
slept though.
Chidoma.
Oh, yeah, that's
Our
right.
boys here in Chidoma in Saskatoon went and seen them play for a bit, and
What is it?
they're playing with
Wenches and Rogues.
Wenches and Rogues. What the fuck?
on the
They
tip
heard
of my
something.
tongue.
I heard it was a good show.
Checkout Queen.
Check out Queen. Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, man, they were singing some fucking
Falling apart.
dancey kind of tunes, making you want to get up and do a little boogie woogie woogie woogie.
Yeah, what were they, like a Celtic thing?
Which one?
Well, the Wrenches and Rogues, yeah, they do kind of like a
they're Celtic.
metally, Celtic fucking kind of crossover sort of thing. Doing
Like
some covers and
Vikings.
whatnot.
They did
Oh, you
yeah,
want
they
some,
did
Ross?
it. Yeah. They did a Journey cover and
Yeah.
Flogging Molly cover and a Dropkick Murphys cover.
Yep.
It's pretty sweet. They were very good at it.
I'm just pouring drinks here, so keep telling that story as long
Well, that's the end of the story. So, oh, tap. Switch that off while you're doing things. Makes the sounds. There we go.
I like catching those sounds, Russ.
Yeah. Well, they're loud.
Let's do the ambiance of noises and clinks.
But yeah, I remember that night. I was dead. I was sleeping. Passed right out. I did want to go though. I want to talk to those guys
There's no Dr.
about
Pepper in that, is there?
shirts and shit.
Oh,
but
God, that's great.
I know they told me last time they weren't interested yet, so it doesn't really matter. All right. Nope. There is definitely not.
No, there
any...
definitely isn't.
mumbling
Pepper in
about
there
shirts
yet.
over there.
Shirts?
Yeah, this guy.
Shirts and twerts?
So I was supposed to have a show last week, doing some comedy. Sick as a dog.
Oh,
Could not
Oh,
do
yeah.
it. Really annoyed me.
reminds me of something else.
So I got one next week. Comedy Pit. You guys want to see
Right.
some clean comedy in
That's-
Saskatoon? You come on out to the Comedy Pit.
that's-
There'll be no dicks or fucks or twats or any of that sort of stuff.
That's what
You're
I was
really
gonna...
kind of hogtied on that one.
I know I'll get one show. Ari will be like, great for having you out, but please don't come back. But no, I was actually working on rewriting some of my stuff even today for the first time, actually using my little desk right before I came here.
Ooh, you got a little tiny
So
one?
that's been I got a little tiny desk. I picked one up to fit in my little kind of equivalent of this, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
And cheer, so I got my
No
own little
pink
writing
socks
desk.
stories.
I was gonna ask you about the Comedy Pit thing if you're involved in it, because I saw there's an article with Ari in the
Yeah.
Star Phoenix, and I read that, and yeah, there was no mention of your name. I was kind of disappointed. So
No, that's what
I
I'm
was gonna
doing.
ask you if you're still in on, because they didn't really. They
First
said
show of
one,
the year,
They
actually.
said one or two names, but they're like, oh, he's bringing this back, and I was like, oh yeah, cool.
Oh, I'm kind of stoked. It should be
Sweet.
fun.
Yeah. So when is that?
The 6th of September here, so next week.
So you'll be gone till September.
Yeah.
Hey,
if you remember
this
that
might
song
be
at
the
all?
first podcast I get out that comes out before
No
your show.
Well, let's
Hey,
not,
maybe.
let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I still got a few to release.
But no, it should be good. I was reworking stuff like I was saying, and like the one, like the story I do about the going out to mailman to buy drugs, and that guy's got the raccoons in his chicken coop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So instead of buying drugs, I'm just going to turn it into, say, pies, for example.
Yes.
And because I got one partway through,
pies.
he says something really dumb, and then I'm like, yeah, what do you expect? He's a drug dealer. But I'm going to be like, yeah, what do you expect? He's a pie dealer, you know? So when I hit with the pie, let's say, he's out there to buy, let's say, pies? Yeah, my old man's buying pies from this guy named Larry Coyote. Anyways, so they do their pie deal, and yeah.
Yeah. Keep it layered like
Yeah,
that to say
man.
deal after every time I say pie.
Yeah.
Make it really loud. Making a pie deal.
Yeah, he's out there getting you want that blueberry or you want that fucking lemon meringue? I don't know. I can't even say fucking though. I gotta say that tasty lemon meringue.
That's a bit tricky.
Anyways, yeah, you got that AK-47 pie or I got that MK Ultra pie. Yeah, so it's actually kind of fun because I'm like, well, if I can make them funnier by purposely making them clean, like, because it's not like I go to my way to try and curse while I'm up there, but
I
if
mean,
it's part of
it'll
the
be funny
story,
to
you know,
you, right?
That's really all that matters.
you'll
That's
just
really
be
all
able
that
to
matters.
giggle.
As long as I'm laughing, yeah. Someone else will, because they'll be like, "What's wrong with this guy? That's funny." Just laughing to himself up there.
Nobody else
Let's
gets
laugh
the joke.
at him, yeah. Don't you dare laugh with him.
What's all this shit about pies? I don't know.
Yeah.
pie
Classic fat guy stuff.
Is that what they call guys who sell pie?
The only thing they hear is that I was once called Crisco. Hey, it's like, I don't remember much, but yeah, he was Crisco. That Crisco guy sure was fat, and greasy.
Why does he keep calling him a dealer, though? I don't get it.
Yeah. So I'm kind of fucking enjoying that. Although not the procrastination I put into not doing it, but I finally broke the seal on it. So now that it's begun, I just got to keep doing it and keep whittling, as they say.
Yeah.
Several notebooks I've got to try and fill up with shit that I can get it organized. So I'm kind of stoked about that though, because I was looking at all the material I have, and I'm like, geez, I got a lot of this. I got lots of stuff here, so I just got to organize it and
So when you say it was?
Boring garbage.
September
6th.
9th? Oh, not 9/11.
No. Yeah, I'm gonna do my own one-man show on 9/11 every year. Yeah. Yeah. Commemorating it, praising the Saudi royal family every time.
Oh, yeah.
Mohammed bin Salman, my boy.
Oh, God.
You guys aren't down with MBS? All right.
Did I ever tell you?
Oh, you want your reporters to keep their hands and feet? Okay, I'm sure.
Shortly after that happened, when I first moved up here, like 2006, we were chilling at the Yard and Flagon for Halloween, and two guys came in dressed as the Twin Towers.
Uh-huh.
And they sat down and have a drink, and then like 10 minutes later, a plane came in, and it's just like, and he's like flying around. It's like
so fucked.
That's
The
a little early.
timing on it's funny though, like that you actually spaced it out enough that you didn't all show up together.
Yeah.
Like, no, we're just two towers hanging out, having
Just
a good
two
time, living our best
towers
life,
hanging
enjoying
out.
beverage, enjoying this.
It was still very fresh then.
Yeah.
This was 2006.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Fair enough.
I guess that's 5 years.
There were still people finding out they had that mesothelioma from whatever was inside there.
Yeah. What?
Oh, I don't know. That's what everybody gets from the fucking asbestos. And
Oh.
then I assume that everybody at Ground Zero got that also because
Because that whole fucking place was riddled with asbestos?
I don't know. I don't know, Rawls. I'm trying to be funny over here, and you're like, no, but like technically though, like what is mesothelioma exactly? How does it affect the
my
body?
Asperger's again.
Yeah.
Yeah, noodle Asperger's.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Weed break. That was me.
Weed
I'm on a
break.
Weed break. I'm on the weed break.
We don't got any shows coming up, though, do we?
No shows. Haven't really been
TV
jamming.
show? People use the word rescheduled, but rescheduled usually means, there's going to be a date. I've not heard any
Yeah,
Cold
yeah,
for
yeah.
it's not happening.
Reschedule implies, there is
So,
a
I don't know.
future attempt at this.
Well, I guess it's a release party, so for their single or something, or an album or an EP or something, and so it's just they gotta find out when they get that. He's wanting another
release
mix of that or something, I guess.
Who's this release party for?
Nuclear Feedback.
Yeah.
So it's
just
something
a
about he's
single.
waiting for another mix to hear that, and then once then they'll kind of know when, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, anybody happen to go and fucking see the Ripcords and Bats Out on Saturday?
I did not.
No, wasn't even
Nor
aware.
did
Fuck,
I.
that was on Saturday?
Yeah.
Wasn't even aware of
No,
it.
Lee let me know, and I was like, I am not gonna be able to make that. And then it sounds like it was pretty piss poor turnout, and a lot of old heads complaining about lack of enthusiasm. So I'm sure it was a.
Shitty.
We got
show.
right fucked up Saturday
The
night.
Ripcords and Bats
It was like
Out?
6:30
Yeah, that's
when
pretty
I
good,
went to
man.
bed, I
What the
think.
hell?
7.
Where was it at? The Black Cat?
You know it,
Huh.
Fuck.
El Catarino. I'd take a little more ice in this here.
Yeah.
When I open this, would you scoop it for me?
I will.
Yeah.
It's my job, man.
Well, I'm tricky. That's how it always starts.
Thank you.
If I open this.
That's an interestingly feminine giggle you just had there, Chris. I've never heard that coming to you before.
That's because he's actually aroused. All the blood rushed to his penis and out of his throat.
I'm just finally, I'm so happy that my bartending usefulness is being
It's been a while.
acknowledged and
Yeah,
I can put it to good use.
I always appreciate
You know,
you and your
if
birthday.
I can scoop some fucking ice.
You sure
man.
can, buddy. You're a good
Damn,
scooper.
can I scoop ice?
Yep.
That
Hey.
sucks that the Ripcords.
Do you guys remember when we used to scoop ice, man? Remember that? Fuck, man. When we used to scoop ice, man, we used to scoop ice. You know what I'm saying?
Just fucking
It
no.
It wasn't like
real
nowadays.
scoop
All
ice,
these kids out
man.
here talking about
We were
scooping
real
ice.
ice
I mean,
scoopers.
we used to fucking scoop ice. Man.
Yeah. We did
But
it
it's
right.
just go hards out in the street there. You know what I mean?
You just gotta
Scoop it.
give her 110%.
Big
every
scoops,
day,
little
man.
scoops. We have every size.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Medium-sized scoops. You get the idea.
Yep.
Big scoops.
Yeah,
Cool scoops.
Scoops at the bottom of a well.
We're writing a song right now.
Oh man, yeah, we are.
Why they call them scoops?
I scoop 'em.
I've watched all of Sandman, and I've started watching Lock and Key.
Oh,
That's
shit.
pretty fucking good. I'm
Yeah?
on season 2 now. Yeah. I didn't know
I've
if
not
I'd like
watched
it, but
either.
it's actually really, really good.
More stuff about shows that we've seen or not.
That's my hot
cool.
take.
What's that Lock and Key about?
It's family moves into their dead father's house, mansion, and find out that there's magical keys hidden.
You had me a dead father.
You got some kind of patricide fantasies there or something? Patricidal fantasies.
I suppose I'll give it a look sometime. You watched Sandman, and I recommended that for you.
Well, I was going to watch it anyways. Everybody recommended
I guess
it.
so.
Damn.
No, it was me.
You
only.
sure? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
just
Nobody
you
else
never
talked
watched. You
about
never
it.
watched the shows
I'm
I
the
recommend.
only one that knew.
All the other people that watch the ones I recommend love them. So, but
Recommendables. So good.
I don't know.
Fuck all, man. Like I said, I've been kind of sick the last little while, so I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, was it COVID? Did you get the COVID?
No, I got the
the
flu.
video.
You know what I mean? Not very exciting.
Yeah, that's not.
Just,
Eh.
Man. Oh, fuck.
We should do another game episode, like one after the next one or something.
Intriguing.
We did mostly fighting games last time, except for maybe one. We should do something.
Let's do beat 'em ups.
Yeah, or beat 'em ups or something. Yeah.
There's a new
Or
Battletoads.
something. Yeah, there is. a new
Oh, snap.
Battletoads.
I was just talking Battletoads to the boy the other day, trying to explain to him how difficult and excellent it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you don't get how cool Battletoads was.
But nobody ever made it past the third fucking level.
Fucked up Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, they were basically trying to
And is
capitalize
that
on
the
success,
one
for
where you're on
sure.
the string going down the well, or is
Yep.
that the scooter bike one?
That's both.
They both were terrible.
You go down. Yeah.
Yeah, all of that's horrible.
All of that's horrible.
That's
Yeah.
all I remember, because I think that's all I ever played on that. It's as far as I got. And just
That's
did
as
that
far
over
as
and
anyone
over.
gets. Level 3, but
Yeah.
it just sticks with you
Oh
because
my
that first
God.
level is so much fun.
Yeah.
We should see if that new Ninja Turtles game is out, right? It's not like an official.
Shredder's
Turtles,
Revenge?
or is it? Yeah, it is an official game. Yeah,
Shredder's
is that
Revenge.
it? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, is that out?
It's
now?
out, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that's available for all platforms.
It's supposed to be the shit. Yeah, I might get it.
It
on
looks a
fucking
lot
Switch.
like.
I like those kind of games.
Ninja Turtles, the
There's a
arcade
fucking.
game. You know,
there's a really
Read that
old
also.
fucking. Well, it's not old, but they made it into like an NES beat 'em up game. Just really shitty 8-bit graphics. Fucking Chainsaw Bob. It's great. You just go through the
Chainsaw
mall.
Bob? Oh,
yeah, you just go
yeah.
through the mall
Yeah.
and beat the fuck out of like characters from his movies. It's cool. Like the Easter Bunny is one of the bosses. I don't know if you remember
From
that.
Mallrats.
From
right?
Mallrats
Yeah.
and-
Oh, I've
and,
watched that movie a billion times.
Fuck, what's that guy with the little shitty top hat? That was the.
Top hat.
He was the security guard of Mallrats.
Well, yeah, we had a security guard. hat?
LaForge. He doesn't know who the fuck
LaForge,
LaForge is.
Fours, yeah.
So they beat him up.
Yeah.
Excellent.
They beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
And one of the
George
weapons.
LaForge?
One of the weapons is a sock full of quarters.
Oh my.
Is Bob skinny in it?
Nope.
Oh, Fat Bob.
It's old,
Yeah.
old fat Bob.
Right.
Fat son.
pretty
of
great.
Bob.
I don't like seeing skinny Kevin Smith.
Oh yeah, it's weird.
I
a
saw
lot of
it earlier today, and it terrified me a bit.
Oh yeah. Well, if you're honest, I got
And a lot of
on
I think a
Instagram.
lot of the fucking enemies are like
See that a
kids,
lot.
so you're beating the fuck out of kids.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All I ever wanted to do.
As it should be.
Yep. Man, yeah, that's good. Into that.
So I'd be down
You know
for
what
a
they
beat 'em
should,
up fucking
we should
game.
think. What else? What game should they have made? Because that's like making a Mallrats game, like
Oh.
Biodome.
Yeah, Biodome would have been sweet.
Was there ever a game?
No.
Starring
What
Pauly
kind of game
Shore
would Biodome
and Steve
be?
Baldwin. I think you make it like a Sims game, and you have to actually manage a biodome.
Oh.
But the
But there's
purpose of
two
it-
guys in
yeah,
there fucking
yeah,
everything up.
Yeah. No, you're the guys. They're all trying to run shit, but you're also like, no, we got to grow weed though.
Oh, I
You know what I
see.
mean? How do we fuck these hot scientists?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it'd be way funnier if you were like not the boss guy, but one of the scientists. And you had to, and the boss guy's
Sure.
like fucking freaking
Yeah,
out.
they're always throwing kinks in your thing. They're throwing
Yeah.
a goddamn party in here.
Yeah.
There's a chupacabra in the dome. How did they get a chupacabra? Yeah, okay. Biodome video game. I'm into that. Yeah. Managing things. Oh yeah, you know what? And you could do it like what's that one?
The
where
Last of Us?
Yes. Jesus fuck! It's like you're reading my
Oh, sorry.
mind.
Well,
What?
that's
That
what I
was
do.
weird.
Galactica?
No,
The Last of Us.
Where it's
Oh.
like like you're running missions and stuff, but yeah, maybe somebody has to be Pauly Shore that round. You know,
Yeah.
you don't know who it is. Who's the weasel? You know, you got to pop the weasel this round. Yep. And I can't remember what Stephen Baldwin's character's name was.
Oh fuck. Yeah.
From that? Yeah,
I don't
watch
remember.
fucking Biodome in a
Fuck, I
very
watched
long
that
time.
movie
time.
900 times.
Yeah, me too. But it's been
Oh.
900 years since.
Yeah.
I last watched it.
Yeah.
900 hours.
Yeah. Man, that movie
Let's
was
get that
great.
on a t-shirt.
Actually, I got that movie on VHS in a box of beer one time.
Fancy. I had
They were
Airheads
giving
on
away-
VHS.
Oh,
yeah.
snap!
Got it when
That's
the
an
video store
underrated
closed.
ass movie.
Yep.
Michael Richards in the goddamn heating vents. Come on,
Yeah.
you
Fuck,
fucking
I forgot
people,
about
man.
that. That
People
was
not
awesome,
knowing
man,
about.
yeah.
Actually, I'd seen a funny one, and it was a picture of the three of them: Buscemi, Sandler, and Fraser, all from that movie. And it was like
I just saw
it was
that.
like what did it say? It said like Phil Anselmo,
Yeah.
Eddie Vedder, and
And,
I
Oh,
can't remember
yeah,
who Buscemi
yeah.
was, but it was like spot
David
on.
Bowie and
No,
Dave
not
Mustaine or some shit.
Dave Mustaine, I think.
Yeah,
was
it was
I think Dave
funny.
Mustaine.
Yeah,
something.
pretty goddamn accurate. Yeah. Pip, put the monster away.
You and your Hagar slacks.
Yeah, no, that's a great movie. Airheads. Good soundtrack too. I had that on CD. Listen to the piss out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the fucking the Lone Rangers. You can't pluralize lone. So
Lone
good.
Rangers.
So
like,
good. So dumb. There's good cameos in that movie too. What's his name? Alistair Crane from fucking Ugly Kid Joe was in there.
Right.
I think Lemmy was in it.
Yeah, he was.
Chris Farley's in it.
But no flea.
Yeah.
Who'd have thunk? The one fucking movie he's
Actually, now
not
you
in it.
mentioned that is one flea. You know, he may have been there.
He probably is. I was making a joke because he's in fucking everything. He cameoed in everything in the fucking 90s.
Well,
but that's the one he didn't.
He was the tattoo guy in fucking Son-in-Law.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, he was too.
Yeah, they're like,
you
does-
pick it. I
Yeah.
dick
Does
it.
it hurt? Less than a kick in the face with a golf cleat.
He shoots off a few more too. It's like just off the cuff.
Fucking rights, man. Mid-90s Pauly Shore.
Man, I gotta go on a 90s kick of old
We's
fucking
in the
movies. I haven't watched
jaws.
Airhead probably since the 90s.
I watched it in the early 2000s last.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute,
Yeah.
all these fucking movies. I just always forget about them. And then a meme will pop up and I'll be like, oh yeah. I should watch that sometime. Then I fucking completely forget.
That
again.
was a movie.
And then I never know what to fucking watch. And then, goddamn, I gotta go back and have a Pauly Shore day, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah, we could.
Pauly
It's been a
Shore,
while since I was saying
party.
Pauly Shore.
Okay. I don't know if I've ever talked about this on here, actually, but I tell you, I was watching Pauly Shore's podcast for a while.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Well, you think
Briefly-
you told us about it.
briefly.
I don't know if you
And
mentioned
it
it on
was
the podcast.
terrifying, and like watching him break down for several months there.
Because it's just him, isn't it?
It was for the first while, just him by his house where his mom just died. And
Yeah.
like her deathbed is still made up in the living room.
And he
He's just,
didn't
like,
even
living
really
around
care
it.
if it was good. He's just fucking kind of.
He was just out there
shit.
having a fucking mental breakdown
Yeah.
on video, which to begin with, I'm like, hey, Pauly Shore, this is awesome. This would be hilarious. Then it's like, oh, hey, man, he's freaking out. That's wild. And then you're like, super sad. Do we phone someone? Like, because some of them you were watching
Someone
live,
save
hey, and I'm
Pauly.
just like, fucking, is this the episode we got to phone California and be like, hey, I don't know if you live
Hey,
near Pauly Shore,
California.
California, but can you get out there and fix him?
Probably, I believe he does.
But he seems to be doing much better now. I've seen some in recent past, and it's
Oh,
like
he's feeling
he's got
better
almost like
now.
a cast. You know what I mean? Like he's got people showing up and they playing music and shit, and there's more going on. He seems like Pauly fucking Shore now.
This is when I keep
That is
seeing
good.
pop
She just had
up.
to get that baggage out. I
David
suppose.
Spade and
Yeah, he had to get on through.
Oh,
it.
Fly on the Wall. I know what you're talking about. The podcast?
yeah, well,
It's called The Fly on the Wall.
yeah, but
about
who's the other
David Spade?
person? There's
Oh, I don't know.
That's what
I
I'm
just
going
know
for.
David Spade's one of them.
yeah.
This fucking thing is
Should
hard
remember.
on me, man.
Yeah, I know,
Who
right?
The other one is.
That's why I had to grab a pillow because I was on it for hours the other night.
Yeah, I gotta get
You want a
better.
pillow?
David
I'll find
Spade's
you a
got a
pillow.
crazy story about him getting nearly killed by his fucking assistant. You ever hear him
Oh.
tell that?
No.
Like his assistant went like fucking nuts and like broke into his house and had like a shotgun and tried killing him. And,
Oh,
like,
shit, yeah.
It went down. Yeah, I'm not gonna
Holy fuck.
tell David Spade's story for him. You ever get a chance? I can't remember whose podcast he was on that I heard him tell it, but he did on some podcast. That was fucking wild.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Huh.
When was that? Like pretty recently?
No, like mid 2000s maybe.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'm not
Still.
sure. Fuck, what do I know? I don't. It probably wasn't even David Spade. Now that I'm telling the story, it was David Duchovny, and he fucked his helper actually.
Yeah.
Because of the sex illness he has.
Yeah.
He's got that sex disease where he has to have sex.
His
all the
assistant
time.
would have killed him, but she liked it too much.
Once the details come out, it needed to happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
The more we learn,
Yeah.
the more we're like, yep, we agree with that guy with the shotgun.
Let me just,
The more we learn, we've now know who the villain is.
I just can't stop thinking about David Duchovny distracting a would-be murderer of his with his penis.
Wait,
I
that's
don't know.
real too?
No, soft and then hard. Soft and then hard.
You cock
Have you seen that? Have you seen any of that show with the newer one with him in it? It's not new anymore. It has to do with Charlie Manson and
sex
shit.
addiction.
No. What the fuck is it called? Can't remember what it's called. It has to do with Charlie Manson or some shit. He's a detective trying to find somebody's daughter that went off to join that cult. And yeah, it was a pretty good show, but I never finished it. I forgot what it's
I
called
thought you
now,
were
too.
talking about that one where he's a sex addict.
Californication.
Californication.
Yeah.
I've been
Good,
loving
we're
me
talking
some.
about the same person.
I've been loving
because
me some
I was-
X-Files as of late.
I
I was only about 75%.
Oh, yeah, I
sure knew who
rewatched that. I
David Duchovny
rewatched
was.
the X-Files like once a year,
I'd
probably.
never seen them when they were on the first time because I didn't have
Oh.
that fucking TV to begin with, that channel or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And then it wasn't really my thing. And now it's Gillian Anderson, very much my thing.
Yep.
Very much my thing.
Wait, what are we talking about? Melrose Place?
I think the old lady has a big crush on her.
X-Files.
Keep
Oh,
bringing up how
X-Files.
beautiful she is. She's just so gorgeous, and she only gets better looking. I was like, I know, right?
Yeah, Gillian Anderson's not.
That's
yeah,
what's up.
Melrose Place. Yeah, oh yeah, no. Gillian Anderson, way hotter now, I think. Well, not,
I agree.
maybe like 10 years ago. Nah, now she's still pretty hot. She was in the new show where she's like a sex counselor.
She has a new show.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Fuck, man, like
I don't remember the name
short-cut
of it.
white hair. God, she was gorgeous. But she like,
what-
Hannibal. She was
This is a
awesome in
current
that.
show,
And
I think.
oh yeah, yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
I think
She's
this
in
show is a
Hannibal.
new show.
She's such a good fucking actress too.
yeah.
There was a
Yeah,
again.
really
This
good.
is. I just love that this show or this thing is basically us talking about things we don't know the name of, and
Yeah.
people we don't know the name
Yep.
of, and vague ideas what the show was about. Whether or not it was a TV show or a movie, we don't know. But I'm going to do it again. There was another one where she plays like a cop, and it's British, and they're trying to track down. I can't remember if he's a serial killer or rapist, but he's like hiding in the community or whatever.
Why not both?
And
usually both.
yeah, she's fucking awesome in that. That was actually a little unsatisfying too. They kind of got him in the end, but he still broke her arm, which you're like, how did that even happen? How do you let that happen in the interrogation room?
sounds like a very Silence
I'd
of
be
the Lamb
suing
kind of
someone.
plot.
Yeah.
Minus
Tyrese.
Hannibal.
Yeah.
I suppose that was every. I
Good shit in that too.
suppose that was every thriller of the '90s, though, pretty much. Hot cop trying to find serial killer.
Oh,
there's
serial
a
try to find a cop.
That sounds like a want ad.
There's actually a really fucked up one with Elijah Wood. If you see, here we go again. I don't know the name of this one, but Elijah Wood plays a serial killer
Okay.
who like works in a mannequin shop.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I watched that. Like
I've
That's
never seen
another
it.
dark. Going back
Yep.
to dark movies with shitty endings,
Yep.
with nothing happy that happens. Yeah,
You want another dark Elijah Wood?
sure.
is that
give it to me.
Horns? No,
The
that's
Good
not him.
Son.
The Good Son. No, I haven't seen it.
The Good
Him,
Son?
Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, the old Good Son movie.
yeah. When
yeah.
they're both
I've never
kids.
seen
They're
it.
like only maybe 11, 12 years old, something like that.
And Macaulay Culkin's a real fuck, but
He
he,
gets-
pretends to be the good.
He gets
good
yeah,
kid,
Elijah Wood gets adopted into the family or whatever. I can't
Yeah.
remember how it all worked out, but he ends up living with them. And then it turns out Macaulay's been the bad one the whole time.
But he likes to think he's the good, or like he
Yeah.
makes everyone believe
Exactly.
he's the good.
The Good Son. Good fucking movie.
That is a great movie. Going
Excellent.
back to the '90s movies.
Speaking of
Excellent kid death in that one too. Just
There's
firing
a-
him
That's right.
off.
He
Jesus.
falls off the cliff.
Well, it falls, gets dropped, whatever.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Assisted
right?
falling. Just saw the new trailer. Just got released several hours ago for the Weird Al movie.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, with
the new one, with
Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe,
Weird
yeah.
Al.
And speaking of
Cool.
Daniel Radcliffe, Horns, great fucking movie.
Yeah, do you think he'd go on the promotional trail and jump into a closet? Talk to us for a bit with our fucking 10
I'm
I'm sorry,
on
doubt it.
YouTube.
I
The
doubt it.
gentleman who played Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Yep, seems likely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck.
He's got a good sense of humor.
Celeste would lose her absolute mind.
Yeah.
My lady, that's her jam. Harry Potter, her entire world. Can you imagine? that
We
would
got
be
Daniel
really
Radcliffe.
funny.
Hey man, reach out to him.
Yeah. Well, we're not weird. I mean, well,
We're
okay.
not that
We're
weird.
I'm not weird. You guys.
No, I'm not weird. I'm just normally
You're
different.
weird, Russ.
No, I'm normally
Just accept it,
challenged.
bro.
You know what? I thought about it. We can't have Daniel Radcliffe.
No, we can't. no.
No, never
man,
mind.
he's-
We gotta stay in our lane. You know what I mean? It's either each other or no one. Those are our options.
Come on, man. He made
If
the
he was,
Swiss,
yeah,
the Swiss
he's
Army
he's a
man.
wizard. Harry.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I did look weird. What was he
I
doing
didn't
there?
watch
Is
that
he the
either.
dead guy?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So do you kind of know the
I-
plot?
Well, sort of. Like, doesn't
A guy gets
someone
stranded, but-
uses a dead body for all sorts
So
of
a guy
things?
gets stranded out in the middle of the ocean, and he uses a dead corpse as like his fucking way of everything. Basically, he uses him to get off the ocean and to an island by like bursting a fucking sack of gas or something, pushing it in. I can't remember, but he basically farts his way to an island using the built-up gas in this corpse's body. So basically, he uses this fucking thing as a Swiss Army knife to fucking help him do everything. It's fucking weird.
Oh, shit.
And the whole time Daniel
I
Radcliffe
watched
is
that
dead.
with
He's
you,
a corpse.
but I
does
forget
he
most
talk
of it.
at all,
I
or
remember
does he
that.
just lie
Yes,
there
I
and
think the guy kind of
Because like they make
hallucinates a bit.
friends, I'm sure, right? Like how you can have
Yeah,
a
it's
gotta
kind of
watch
a.
that with you.
I think it's like kind of like a Wilson thing every now and then.
yeah,
Starts
yeah.
talking to this fucking
Wilbur
thing.
also.
Wilbur's
Oh, the show
fucked,
Wilbur.
Yep.
That's a
pretty
yeah.
That's
I
another
think I
Elijah Wood.
watched
See,
one.
Daniel
Right?
Radcliffe and Elijah Wood are kind of fucked.
Right?
Yeah.
And I like Elijah Wood. He seems like someone I should hate, but then I keep
Yeah.
being like, nah. Because wasn't he also that fucking psycho kid in Sin City?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes, he was. Yep.
the murderer.
Guy with the
Well,
white
and,
glasses. You
yeah.
never
Dirk
see that?
Gently.
I've been watching Dirk Gently.
Fucking
Actually, we
love
just
that
burned
show.
through the first season. We're into the second now, and
Oh,
yeah,
one sec.
delightfully weird.
Might have to go grab my keys.
Oh, what are you?
Yeah, you do.
What are you doing? What are you letting in?
No,
What
I
are
have
you
to get my
running around?
keys from my boss. I
You
Oh, he's
love
got
boss
you-
keys.
Oh, boss keys.
All
Tell him
right.
to come on up. I haven't met your
Talk
boss.
about Ross for a minute. Just let's just tell secrets about Russ while he's gone.
Intermission?
It's, well, no, if anything, we just cut some dead weight. I think.
Yeah.
You know, streamline this fucking outfit.
That's
Now
right.
it's the Dusty and Relish show, and it is PG-13.
Crickets.
Yeah. That's what the show's about. A family of crickets. Yeah. Yeah, right. Animate anything.
Oh, God.
But how's the drawing been coming? I see some new illustrations cruising around that I'd never seen previously.
Really?
Yeah, I just seen something on your fucking tablet I'd never seen before, and that thing looks new to me, but maybe I just never noticed it.
I don't know. I haven't drawn shit in a while.
You're playing that upright bass.
Oh, yeah. That's an old tattoo I made for Shar.
Ah, of
She never did
course.
get it.
That's dumb of her because it's cool as shit.
I find, I don't know why, because I know that tattoo artists would kind of prefer designing their own shit, so just go to a tattoo artist you like
Yeah.
and get him to design it. But I suppose it saves them some trouble of explaining it.
I
Even if they
guess.
don't do it exactly like that, it's like, well, okay, this
Yeah.
is what I want. And then they kind of,
Yeah.
oh, okay, cool, I can do that.
Yeah.
But I remember I did that for fucking Palmer. I drew that. That's actually on the wall. That poster of the horse, the headless horseman. And then he was supposed to get that on his side, and it looked nothing like the fucking thing I gave him.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought it was a pretty shitty tattoo, but
Oh. And then?
tattoos. Wow, I don't know anything about getting tattoos, but I just know artists, and I assume that they would just prefer to do their own thing. So I don't know. I don't do tattoo
makes
commissions
sense.
anymore because it's like, oh fuck, like they're artists. Just find an art. If I was gonna get a tattoo, and I don't have any, but I would just go to somebody I like or a friend, and I'd be like, yeah, this is what I kind of want.
Yeah.
Just make me something.
Yeah.
If you like their style of art, you go to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think
'Cause you kinda know
should
what
look
they're
for
doing.
the tattoo artist that
Yeah.
you love their style.
Uh-huh.
For instance, I like Pat's brother.
Graham is amazing.
Yeah, he's fucking sweet. I really love his work. He's got a very cartoony, colorful kind of style.
When he's doing his own thing, like,
Yeah.
and he's somebody that will do fucking anything. But yeah, when he's doing stuff that's just like
Yeah.
clearly Graham, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, whereas
And he-
Pat is more traditional tattoos.
Yeah,
like
loves
old
tradition.
sailor tattoos. Which is still cool.
It's dope. It's all I have.
Yeah.
It's all I ever got. But but not to say I'm cool by any stretch of the imagination. But I think what Graham does
pretty
really
cool.
well is he does a great job of like interesting perspectives on whatever it is, and also building it to fit the body part so it looks amazing that way also.
Yeah.
Nothing. I've never seen any
It
of
really
his
takes up the space.
look out of place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like awkward where it's kind of skewed and you're like, well, yeah, that's what it looks like, but it kind of looks like it's, a little weird angle or like
fits
no,
the
it's
sh-
like
it fits the
he,
shape.
He
It's like it
knows
takes the
what he's
shape.
yeah. Like it's fucking there was one because this actually reminded me of it just a little bit because of the woman with the smoke and stuff, but it was one he'd done of a fucking Bride of Frankenstein reading like near a candle light on somebody's leg,
Okay,
and like
that'd be
she's
sweet.
got her leg up and she's reading the book and the smoke from the candle's kind of swirling around, but he does it all with the contours of her leg where it just looks so fluid and real.
Yeah.
It didn't look slapped on or like out of place.
It looks like it belongs on her body.
Yeah, the dude's a fucking artist. So,
Yeah.
Rites of Passage Tattoo here in Saskatoon. You guys are in need, go see them.
That's right.
But yeah, no, you're right. That is, he's got a touch. He's got a gift. He's got a
See-
talent he has developed over the years.
Because I feel like if I was going to get tattoos, and I do want some someday, it would be one of the two. It would be old school fucking like sailor tattoos just all over randomly with lots of space, or something murally
Ooh.
like that.
Murally.
I don't know if I'd want to mix the two.
I always felt you would go like just with one theme, and it's like, no, I'm a raccoon now.
Yeah.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Something like that. Yeah.
I thought about that for you.
What's a
You know me
muskrat
too
look
well.
like? Yeah, you know me too well.
That was option number 3.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to tell you that one. Thank
I'm
you
a
for
dolphin
dragging it
boy.
out of my psyche.
Yeah. Oh my.
I just want to get a luchador mask painted.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you know they're incredibly painful.
That
eh?
horror.
Tattoos hurt a lot. Yeah, just saying.
First tattoo should
I
be
don't
a
know if
face
it's your
tattoo.
forte.
Or should you? There is one
pain.
tattoo I want to get. Just a really shitty cartoon version of like George Costanza, like right here.
Uh-huh.
And above
Can't
it
stand
says,
ya.
"Can't stand ya."
I love it.
That's it.
I
That's
love
all I want.
it. Yeah, Seinfeld themed tattoos I'm into. turn it on.
And maybe a
Seinfeld
tattoo of
tattoos.
or like fucking Jerry on this side. It's like, when what's the deal with I don't know whatever because that's how he starts his joke.
What's the deal with Ovaltine?
Fill in the blanks. What's the deal with
I've
Chris?
been
and
liking
tattoos?
the Seinfeld theme memes. I've been cruise around lately. The ones where Jerry comes over and like
What's
fucking
the deal with butt sex?
Kramer answers
these-
his door and it's all red lit up from like the Kenny Roaster's chicken fucking sign.
Oh,
so it's all
okay.
lit up red, and it's like
It
when
was
it's
like a
coming to the
pimp
door,
hat,
and,
right?
and
Yeah.
him being like, he's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, what's going on in there? It's fucking Slayer, Jerry," you know, or it's a fucking Denny's Grand Slam, Jerry. Those make me laugh very hard when I see that because I'm like, yeah, that's fucking right, man.
Oh yeah, the Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh man, Seinfeld's fucking. It's still to this day I think holds up because
Oh, yeah.
even if you think it's corny, it's even funnier
it is.
then, honestly, because
exactly.
there's stupid outfits and you're just like people dress like that, and it's like, well, no, not really. Actually, I don't remember anybody fucking the skinny tight leg fucking jeans with the enormous
Yeah.
tennis shoes on all the time and weird sweaters like he wore and his hair teased up. I grew up in Carrot River, Saskatchewan.
I kind of see the template of that show loosely to the style that inspired Sunny, which is my favorite fucking sitcom of all fucking time.
For sure.
Just because it's like it's fucking four friends
Always
Hijinks all the
who
time.
are
man.
assholes.
Yeah.
They suck.
Yeah, yeah. They're the center of the story for some reason, but not because they're the good
But
ones.
as the show goes on, they just get worse and worse and worse and worse. And it's like, okay, these guys are scumbags. And that's how Seinfeld ends. They go to jail for all the shitty things they've done. I don't know. Yeah. But it is a corny fucking show. But it's just funny to reference every now and then. For whatever reason. Because Now More Black even names their fucking songs after. And I think that's great. I love that.
I like this. That's my hot take.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Jeez.
Chalk that up on the fucking hot take board. Russ
We
likes
should-
this.
No, what? I was mocking you.
I know.
Okay.
And I'm mocking you.
I always get a little
not very well.
hungry when I think of Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Because they had so many episodes that revolved around food and shit. Like, I remember
Like
that one-
that the Rilo that they had to replace.
Yeah, I
or
can only
whatever
think
The
it
of
was.
one about the fish, where it's like, the fish, it's so good, and I can't remember what the fish was.
I don't remember.
But I'm
the
just
soup
like,
Nazi,
I don't
too.
think I've
Yeah.
ever had fish like
and the
that.
one where
right?
fucking
Soup
George
Nazi,
is
of
over at his
course.
girlfriend's place, or his girlfriend's parents' place, and he finds this fucking donut in the
The
garbage or whatever.
goddamn, the Boston cream.
Yeah,
or
the
whatever
Boston
it
cream or
was,
something.
yeah.
That was
The
funny.
the excellent fucking those pizza hot pocket things. What are they called?
Oh, the calzones.
Calzones.
Yep.
Yeah.
And fucking how Kramer's also like heating his pants up. In the
And the calzone oven, that's
The
right,
calzone
right. And he worked at that donut place that was on strike for like 12 years.
yeah.
Hey? Unreal. All
Alright.
the food related
Okay.
now that we're talking about it. I love this.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it rolling. What other food related
Well,
Seinfeld episodes can we
There's
think of?
that not so tasty one where Kramer starts washing his vegetables in the shower with
Absolutely.
himself.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a great salad. I made that in the shower.
Yeah,
The one where they're waiting at the
made
Chinese
it while
food
I
restaurant the
bathed.
whole episode and they
yeah.
never get
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
I guess they do.
So
I never thought about that.
there, Ross.
Yeah. So there.
There's also the many with Newman trying to eat fucking Kramer for whatever reason. That one
Hey,
where
buddy.
he-
Hey,
Yeah,
see
hey,
the
buddy.
turkey. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, underrated. What's that guy too? What's his real name? Also, while we're at it,
That's
the
a
guy
good
from
question.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I forget. Oh.
Gotta be Newman though. You're
gonna
fucking
call him
Newman.
Newman.
for the rest of
He's
your
Newman.
existence.
New
He
man.
crushed it though. He's so good at
Oh
it.
yeah.
So funny.
Where is he now? I haven't seen him in
Where
a
is he
while.
now?
He's
probably hanging with Fred Savage and they're just like running Hollywood.
Oh, he's on Pauly Shore's fucking podcast next week.
Yeah.
That'd be
Fred
cool.
Savage
That'd be a
fan
cool
also.
theme for Pauly Shore. Just fucking getting all the deadbeats of Hollywood that used to be kind of popular in the 90s.
Oh, jeez.
Where you been?
Well, we're not getting
Oh, I'm
any
sure
of those
about the
deadbeats
same
now
as
because you
you.
just call them deadbeats.
Like
Jerking
Andy.
off in the closet with a fucking
Yeah.
with a belter on my neck.
boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just trying not to get David Carradine. Hey, if you're not living on the edge, you're not living at all. And if you're not doing it in a closet, what are you even doing? Taking up too much space, what I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got plenty of space in here.
Do you?
We hang all of our Robert
What
Williams.
do you? Oh, gee, Robin Williams.
Robert Williams.
That's
in here.
horrible. He was a good person. It's a
Oh,
great
his
dude.
kid hung himself in that movie.
Yeah.
Father
Which
of the Year.
Oh, yeah. I've never
Isn't
seen
that
it.
not what you were talking about? Why were you talking about Robin Williams hanging himself then?
Oh, you said
did he do
David
that?
You said
Yeah,
David
he did that.
Carradine.
Robin
You
Williams
said
did
David
hang
Carradine.
himself?
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
say David Carradine to start out with because
Yeah.
he did hang himself
And
in
Robin
the
Williams
closet.
is...
But
Robin
not,
Williams
Robin
also?
Williams
He
was
did it on
not
a
auto,
doorknob.
it was not autoerotic asphyxiation, I don't believe. No,
And
he
it
was
was
just
just
super
Andrews,
depressed and
Just
stuff.
in that movie, though, Father of the Year, his
well-
son did.
Ah,
From
yeah.
autoerotic
Well,
I've
asphyxiation.
never actually seen it, but
That's
I do
why I
know.
was like,
But
you must have got those
in
confused.
That,
and
in
it's
that
like,
other
no.
movie, was it
Both
called
sad.
Game Over Man? Have you seen that?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
God. That's one of the funniest.
it is, like, alright.
They've done that gag twice where it made me laugh so hard I was
God.
crying,
Well,
where
this
someone
is-
was hanging. So there's that one. And I mean, the dick out is just, it's too much.
It is. It's over
but
the top, and it
the
makes
best
it
one
way
is
more
from
hilarious.
Workaholics, where they're trying to.
Oh, in the yard.
The-
where
yeah,
he's
they're
doing
up
the
in they're
workout
up in the
videos
tree,
or something, I
and they're
think,
trying to
or-
bust Montez's wife for cheating, but it's actually Durs. And then he
Oh.
falls out of the tree, and he's hanging there.
Okay,
and then
yeah,
they
right.
go running, and then they come running back out like twice, have to get something to cut. Like, he's clearly dead by the end of it, eh? And he's crying when they cut him down. Oh, it's so... Again, it makes it sound horrible the way I just said it, but it's really, really fucking funny when it's those idiots from Workaholics.
Mm-hmm.
That and the road trip episode where they end up in the back of that El Camino or whatever, and
Yeah.
he shoots the other car with the fucking with the harpoon gun and fly. Oh, it's just great.
I was going to bring up
Let's
Workaholics.
just change this to a show where we just talk about shows that we like. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
That'd be
doing this.
awesome.
I,
That'd
I
be great.
possibly care.
I fucking...
Shut it off
I was
minutes
going to bring up Workaholics when we were talking about Pauly Shore at first, because I remember that episode where he was the prize.
Yes.
And if you
He's in a
make all these sales, you get to hang
plexiglass
out with
box, yeah.
Pauly Shore, and he's in this fucking like glass box. Nobody touch me. Don't touch me. They're like, oh man, fucking sweet. I don't want to fucking be here. Man, I want to hang out with Pauly Shore. That's true.
Excuse me.
But he's just a dick the whole time. He's like, when am I getting paid?
Yeah. Do you want to party with the weasel?
Yeah.
And then one of them flips around on a fucking stripper pole and just about kills him? Or is it him on the stripper pole? Somebody stripper poles themselves
Yeah.
through that glass box.
Yeah.
But
And they let him go, you let the weasel out?
how many times have I heard that? You let the weasel out. The old lady didn't think weasels lived up here.
Mm-hmm.
I'd seen a picture of baby weasel the other day. And she's like, those aren't around here. And I was like, you fucking rights, they're around here.
They are?
I've had a few weasel run-ins. You've never had a weasel run-in?
Oh, no, I know they're up here, but yeah, I've never seen one.
An ermine? You
No.
know what I mean?
Nope.
No, they're nasty little fuckers. They're like a miniature little badger. They just bite onto anything. And hard to kill, too. Just
Yeah,
'cause they're
badgers are pretty fucking gangster.
Side hill gouger. That's what we call them in these parts.
Yeah. Wait, what? Savage Hill?
Side hill gouger.
Side Hill Gouger. I
Yeah.
gotta hear why they call them that. I've
Because
never heard that before.
they gouge into the sides of hills.
Oh.
It's one of them side hill gougers.
Ah!
That's like how a rabbit's actually a ziggy bear. Because they're small and furry like a bear, and they're running a zigzag pattern. little known as a ziggy bear. You didn't know these? You don't know these terms?
I don't know these
How
terms.
about this? How about this right here? Did you know that a moose is called both a slobber nose and a swamp donkey?
I knew Swamp Donkey.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah.
Sir
So
Nobby
now you know
House
about slobber nose.
Yeah.
What else have I got for you for interesting critter names? That's probably it.
Trash Panda. But everyone
Well,
knows
there you
that
go.
one.
Yeah.
Everyone knows
Your
that
classic
one.
raccoon. Or
Everyone
bear if you're
knows.
one Larry Coyote. Yep. Just a lazy old summer day.
Mm-hmm.
Hot
Yep.
in a closet.
So
Hot in the
hot.
closet.
So
Three
hot.
nerds.
Yeah, so hot in here. Oh my.
Drinking all my booze. Or trying to. You know what? I'm gonna have some of this Jaeger.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Mm.
What time is it?
Well, it's quarter after
I don't
8,
know.
so I don't know.
Oh. I don't know how
I
long
can go
we're
any
going.
time now. 'Cause I am this fucking channel. Fucking
Huh?
Huh?
I cannot. Your mumbles are incoherent, sir.
That was the point.
Oh, okay.
Trying to be discreet with my gumblings.
Oh, yeah.
Gun buns?
You got gum buns?
Got gum buns.
Gum buns. Better than cum buns.
All right.
All right. So, are we out of
And,
ideas? Is
yeah,
that the thing?
but fucking yeah, I'm feeling like it. I was just
Next
about to ask
time
you
we'll
guys
get a
about that
band
video
on,
game you
eh?
haven't been working on, and then I was like, well, there's 2 seconds.
Yeah.
What you been doing on that? Fat
Yeah,
fuck
we
all
haven't done
real
that.
good.
Yeah. No, we did jam for the first time in a month.
That's true. We
Last
did.
weekend, yeah.
We did.
That's new news.
Yeah. It was hot then too.
Yeah. Oh, it was. Yeah.
3 old guys complaining.
Yes,
about
for all the
heat.
reasons you're thinking it was
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
Sweaty dudes, shirts off,
Yeah. So hot.
working hard.
That's why.
Oh my.
That's why.
Yep.
Well,
Get a band on next time?
I think we should do that.
Mm-hmm.
That was our sort of intent for the next one. But
Bit of a short notice.
you know
thing.
what? When you got this much juicy material to work with, you just got to.
Yeah, I know.
So what was their
man,
fucking
so-
excuse? What did they say to you?
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna
Chris?
bring it up in the fucking message I sent to him. The hate-filled message.
Well,
Sure.
it
You're-
was
you-
pretty
well, you're
racist.
very
I don't know
clueless.
if you should really bring up the one. No, and it was all directed at you, too, so I don't know if you want to hear any of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that fucking Chris guy. I don't know
It's
if I want to do
Pretty
anything with
fragile
him.
ego.
You know,
His penis is too small.
Fragile
yeah,
ego,
no, they
fragile
said
body.
too big, but if you think it's small, that's okay. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, well, you know what? This was a nice little Tales from the Podcast Funbox.
It sure was.
You guys, I'm Dusty,
Rawless.
Rusty.
and yeah, we'll catch you next time. Click like and subscribe and whatnot. And berate us a little bit if you don't like the content. Because,
Lord needs me.